Do this anytime.
Hey, tell me first of all where you were and how you discovered these.
Well, I can't, name the road exactly because I really don't know the road. It's just in a canyon going down a hill. And my mom had dropped me and a friend off to, start collecting cans there, and she'd meet us back later. Well, I went down the hill, I picked up a few cans and walked about 20 feet up the canyon a little and discovered the bones.
Just lying there out in the open?
Just lying, they were like leg bones, 2 long leg bones. I picked one up, just to see if it was a bone. It was, and I set it back down, picked up a stick, started, moving in the area of the plywood where the body was, there's, bones all underneath the plywood, all scattered up, above the skull. And I must have triggered something because the skull fell, come rolling down, and then that's when I just kind of sat there for a minute and started screaming for my friend.
Was it in a real wooded area or bushy, or was it open?
Well, it wasn't too wooded, it wasn't open. It was like the canyon with the trees on the side, that was about it. So, that's all I can think.
And this looked like what, a riverbed or?
Old creek bed, dried up creek bed. About like that, and then it had, above the skull was some more bones of the, skeleton.
So you definitely thought it was human?
Oh yeah, there was no doubt about it. I couldn't say if it was a girl or a boy, but I know it wasn't a man because the teeth were small, and, it was weird.
Any clothes or anything else around?
Just bones.
Well, what did you think about this?
I didn't know what to think. I couldn't believe it, I was just shocked, Going out collecting cans and find a body, it's just unbelievable, So I ran up and got my friend, and he waved down a guy, and he went and called the cops.
Was it pretty scary?
Oh yeah, definitely scary.
You've been reading about the Green River.
Oh yeah, for a long time.
Think that might be anything close?
Well, I'm not sure if it is or not. The cops ain't even sure just yet, but I have a pretty good feeling it might be because it's in the area, and it's it looks like a woman. But it could be, a little kid, too, that, washed up out there in the creek somewhere.
So would you go back there again?
If it wasn't there, yeah.
Okay, great. Stand right there for just a sec. We'll take a couple cut of
Real cool, probably hydration. Sure. Did that, but there were small ribs there, too,
So was it completely deteriorated?
Oh, yeah. There was nothing left, just bones. It's so weird, man. They had to, got right down in here.
Pelvis, yeah.
Yeah, the pelvis was there. It looked like all the bones were there, except for the 2 front teeth, the skull.
Oh, really?
And the lower jaw.
So the 2 front teeth are missing?
Down the road, boys. I was thinking to myself, God, I hope I don't find no body out there that world of view. And I came across the dead dog. Next place, I found a screaming dog.
No thanks. Whatever works.
Is that what that pen is right here? Wow.
There you go, Jeff.
God, what a guy.
Did you finish there, or did you just come up for air and are going back at this spot?
You can be in there.
I can be in there?
You can be in there.
Huh.
I can be your spot. You can have that spot.
I like it. But, okay, stop shaking.
Mike Westrom or Sandy?
No, it's sick.
Oh, you're going to use a rack focus with Mikey's shoulder, this Hawaiian shirt?
Ooh, that'll be nice.
Shirt.
Find it?
Those young men walking up there, do they look like Green River 2 or do they look like House 5?
Except we know you did it, so.
Oh, that's Jim Reed on the right.
Let's go up and have a look.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's true.
What to make later? So we don't have microphones all over?
I think we could.
Need lots of flares, Mikey?
Sure.
Be a matter. That would actually be the big man's approval first. Drive over.
And how we wound up here today, and then whatever questions you have afterwards, we'll discuss that, okay?
Your name?
I'm Lieutenant Nolan, N-O-L-A-N.
First.
Dan?
Fire when ready.
Okay, we received a call, or the King County Police Department received a call from Fire District 44, which is right up the street here, about 6 blocks. They had been contacted by some young people who had been walking through this ravine looking for aluminum tin cans. They were collecting garbage and cleaning the ravine out, and they came upon what appeared to them to be some human remains. And they went up to the fire district and asked a fireman to come down, and the fireman came down and looked at the remains and saw a skull there, and immediately called the police department. We came out, looked at the remains, and verified that they were in fact human remains. That was about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon. We had officers here on guard securing the scene last night. We began our search this morning at 8 o'clock. At this point, I can tell you that the remains are human remains. The sex is undetermined at this time. We'll know more about the sex and age of the victim sometime late this afternoon or early this evening. I can't give you a time frame on that because I have no idea at this point how long it'll take us to process the scene.
How much of the body have you found, and how long do you think those bones have been there?
It appears as if the bones have been there anywhere from 18 months to 2 or 2.5 years, based on a preliminary statement by the medical examiner who's here with us now. Again, they have a much better idea when they get back in the lab at the ME's office and take a look in a quieter environment. They can tell us better.
Are you treating this as a Green River case right now?
We're treating it as a Green River case. As most of you are probably aware, anytime King County Police finds any skeletalized remains, the task force comes out to look at them, just because of the expertise we've developed in outdoor crime processing. Whether or not it's a Green River victim yet is speculative.
What is the evidence so far that suggests that it might be?
Well, it's within the area that the Green River killer has been active in. Obviously, we found victims as close as 1.5 miles from here, and as near then as 2 and 3 miles from here. Mount View Cemetery is directly back west of us off of Highway 18. We found remains all up Highway 18 to I-90. So it's certainly within the realm of possibility that this is a Green River victim. However, we can't say that at this point.
Well, isn't it unusual that you'd find a body so close to the road?
No, we found other Green River victims' remains as close to this to the road.
Many? Do you know how many?
I would say at least 6.
What factors will determine whether or not this is a Green River case?
The first thing that would determine it, obviously, is the identification of the victim. When the medical examiner is able to do this, and we look at our list of missing victims and determine whether or not the remains are those of a Green River victim.
Do you have enough to determine the sex and the age and identification?
Not at this point, no. The remains are fairly well covered over with sedimentary debris, leaves, sticks, rocks, and those kinds of things. There were some long bone parts, leg bones, that were easily seen by the people that originally found the remains. The skull was intact, and it's found also, but at this point we don't know the sex or age of the remains.
To say the remains are between 1.5 and 2 years old, would that put it in the right time frame to be a victim, a Green River victim?
It certainly could. Yeah.
Did you find anything else besides the bones? Any other articles of clothing?
Nothing's been found at this time.
What are they looking for, the search and rescue folks?
The search and rescue. In a fairly substantial state in terms of how a corpse might be laid out.
Does it appear that the corpse was
Animal activity and weathering that occurs. Obviously, this gully has had a lot of water through it. I think that's what the remains is female. Then we'll certainly be taking a very hard look at whether or not we don't know how much brush, how much trees were growing along this, whether they used a grader or a cat or a backhoes or whatever. It's just really difficult to speculate that they may or may not have seen remains in there. Obviously they didn't, because we didn't get a call.
It didn't, does it look at all like you may have been buried?
From the way their bones are displayed right now, it doesn't indicate that they were. Geographically, we'll certainly know that because of the remains.
where they had the tape of him talking to the psychiatrist, where they still call it dual personality. Yeah, that was great. That was perfect. Give it a try. Butt was sweating just sitting on that chair. Rolling dog and car. But you can't do that without smiling. Pretty hard, isn't it? Pretty bitchin', man. Pretty bitchin'? Pretty bitchin'.
Yep.
Pretty bitchin'. You want to use my tripod? Get this shot?
Hey, Mikey.
Yeah.
That's a classic, isn't it?